1 in 3 young adults today say they can't handle problems on their own. That's not a small number. That's a generation. And the question nobody wants to ask is, did we do this? Because most parents aren't neglectful. They're devoted. They show up. They solve things. And somehow that love may have quietly built a wall around something important. Teen anxiety has risen over 134% since 2010. Not slightly up, more than doubled. And the usual suspects, phones, social media, aren't the whole story. Here's the uncomfortable part. A generation raised to be protected from failure is now struggling in ways their grandparents never expected. Protection became the trap. There are 2 ways to raise a child. One involves letting them bump into walls. The other is removing every wall. One builds a person. The other builds fear of the walls. Resilience. That's the ability to recover from difficulty. It isn't a personality trait you're born with. It's a skill. And like every skill, it only develops through practice. Research consistently shows around 85% of meaningful personal growth is tied to working through discomfort, not being rescued from it. That number should stop you cold. The cycle is simple. You fail at something, you feel awful. You adapt, you try again, you grow. Remove the failure, and you've removed the entire engine that drives development. There's a concept called stress inoculation. Bones that never bear weight become brittle. Immune systems that never face germs overreact. The same principle applies to human psychology. Step 1 is genuinely hard. Let them struggle. Not forever, not in danger, but sit on your hands while they work through something difficult. That discomfort you feel is exactly right. When your child comes to you stuck, resist the urge to solve it. Instead ask, what do you think you could do? That question alone shifts everything. It says, I believe you can. Step 2. Praise the effort, not the outcome. Not, you're so clever. Try, you kept going even when it was hard. That reframes success as something they can control. You can absolutely validate how they feel without removing what they're feeling. Say, I can see that's really hard. Then hold the boundary anyway. Both things are true at once. Step 3. Boredom is not an emergency. It is actually the mental state where creativity, problem-solving, and self-direction begin. It does not need to be fixed. It needs to be waited out. The mistake parents fear most is being too hard. But the data suggests the real danger is the opposite. Rescuing every stumble teaches children that stumbling means someone else steps in. Trust them. Not blindly, not recklessly, but trust that they were built to handle difficulty. Because they were. Every human who ever lived got here through an unbroken chain of survivors. One hard, unrescued moment in childhood is worth more than 1,000 comfortable, solved ones. Because the hard moment is the moment they find out what they're actually made of. Today, just once, step back. Let something small go unsolved for a few minutes longer than feels comfortable. That's where it starts. One moment of trust. That's the whole thing.